Everybody. Okay, so if you have finished shooting your stop motion, you have a collection of photos in order in Photo Booth on your computer. So the next thing we need to do is move them to a more accessible location. We want to be able to crop them all at once and make any changes that we need to all together instead of editing each photo one by one. So let's get started by creating a new folder on your desktop, and we're going to name it Stop Motion. And then open that folder, and inside that folder make another one called Photo Stream. Okay, excellent. Now we need to find all of those photos that you shot in Photo Booth. And the way that we do that is go up to your Finder. It's the magnifying glass at the top of your screen. Type in User and scroll down until you see Folders, Users. Click that. We're going to double click, and then you'll have options here. One should have a little house with the name of your computer next to it. So I found mine. Then I'm going to go to the right and scroll down until I find Pictures. And here's Photo Booth Library, but if I double click it, it's just going to open Photo Booth. So instead I need to right click it and choose Show Package Contents. And then I have all of these options here, and I'm going to select Pictures. And then here I found all of the photos I took in my little series. It's like 2 seconds long. Anyway, you can see that part of my computer mouse pad is showing, and I want to crop that out. So I am going to select all of these, edit. Let's just, actually, I would really just like to move them all at once to the stop motion folder. And from there, let's see if it'll let me cut. No, okay. Move them to the photo stream folder. Okay, so now they're all in one folder that we can find easily on our desktop. Great. The next thing we want to do to start our batch editing is to open Photoshop. Click Open, and we're just going to choose one photo from that batch. And for some reason, my first photo shot at a higher contrast than the rest. So I know that this one is going to look a little bit different, but since the majority of my photos look more like this, I'm going to choose that one to make my changes on. And actually, I opened the wrong file because that one's already been edited. Okay, let's try again. So open, so I'm going to go to my desktop and find my stop motion folder and photo stream. Here we go. So now we can see this is the unedited version that I want to crop. So I'm going to open that one. And the next thing I want to do is go to the top of the screen and choose Window and drop down to Actions. Now we're going to create a new action folder. So click on the folder, name it Stop Motion Batch. Okay. And when we click New, we're going to name it again, and this is for our action. I'm going to name this Crop and Contrast, and press Record. Now, this isn't recording your screen like a screen recording. Instead, it's recording every action that you take within Photoshop. So I would like to crop my photos now. So I'm going to select the area of the screen that I want to crop. Go up to the top of the screen, find image, drop down to crop. There we go. Now my mouse track is out of the picture, and I also want to just go ahead and edit the brightness and the contrast a little bit too. And you can make as many changes as you want to your photos here. When you're all finished, press stop. So that's going to end your action recording. Now go up to File, and this is how we apply them to the entire batch of photos. Drop down to Automate and scroll right, click Batch. Okay. Set stop motion batch, action, crop, and contrast, good. Source folder, good. And now we need to choose the folder that we're applying these actions to. And my folder's on my desktop, stop motion, photo stream, choose. Now go ahead and just, let's check the suppress file, open options dialog, and the one below it. Destination, none. So it's not moving it to a new folder. And click OK. Now Photoshop is going through each of the photos in that folder and cropping them and changing the level of contrast. Okay. All right, and so now we just need to save all. And if there's a faster way to do this, I haven't discovered it yet, but I think Tyler has. So I saw him go through the saving really, really fast yesterday. And you guys probably have a lot more photos than I do, so it might be worth asking your friend for help. Anyway, once all of your photos are saved, they will be ready to import into Premiere Pro. Okay, so that concludes our photo batch editing tutorial.